Hello campers! If you are new here, we are Eric and Senta, and we have been traveling the country in our DIY camper for the last 2 years.
Yes, and usually the videos that we share with you guys are about the places that we explore and where our travels take us. But today is going to be a little bit different. We have our friends here. They also live on the road, but they do have a little bit of a different travel style and lifestyle, and we also have two completely different rigs. So we kind of want to compare them a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Avalon.
And I'm AJ.
We have lived in our 2024 Brinkley Model G toy hauler for about 1.5 years.
Yeah. And we've been loving it so far, and we want to travel more and see all of the country that it has to offer, but we also wanted to show what our trailer looks like to our friends.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing it, so let's go check it out.
Let's check it out.
Go.
So much space!
So much bigger than ours.
Welcome to our trailer. This is our kitchen space in our Brinkley Model G 4000, and we made it a little bit our home by adding some of our touches to it. I did the wallpaper here. This was all me. And
You have an in-house interior designer.
yeah, that's right.
Just not installer.
That's correct. And well, this is the wallpaper I did, but that's over there is the kitchen sink with where the black backsplashes, and that's Avalon's doing.
That's true. So our kitchen is basically like any run-of-the-mill kitchen in a regular house. We have a 4-burner stove, a 2-rack oven, microwave, a full-size residential fridge, and freezer. And then my favorite part is our pantry, which is huge. And we can store several weeks worth of food in there for sure.
Yeah, just slightly bigger than ours, I would say.
So do you feel like you had to compromise a lot going from a residential kitchen to the RV kitchen?
I didn't have to because my chef stayed the same.
Yeah. Well, thinking about it, I didn't have to compromise much because I can cook the same way as I would in a residential kitchen, and I actually have my own spice rack here, so which is pretty awesome.
And alphabetized.
And alphabetized. Thanks to the missus.
That is a very nice spice rack. Eric, are you jealous?
Their spice rack is bigger than our pantry. So something I definitely noticed is you guys have so much more counter space than us. Like, you've got the little areas on the sides of the oven. You've got, that is about the same size as our entire counter with sink and everything. And then you have an island too, so it's a crazy amount more.
So wait till you see this. I love to see the people's reaction when I show them that we have an extra waterfall island that turns out to be a full kitchen island.
Oh geez.
One more thing I have is like we have our knives
And it's all out of the way.
Out of the way.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I also use this space for quilting when I need a longer counter space.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to fold clothes on it for us, because that's what I use our pull out.
Oh yeah?
That's how I fold the clothes, and this is way bigger than the pull out.
That's another difference. We don't fold very many clothes.
Yeah.
But you have to maximize
We have to
your
get
space.
into the space.
Must be nice to
Yeah.
actually like be able to hang up clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, folding clothes. That's so 16th century.
For the Amish over there.
Even though we have a huge RV, we're at almost 400 square feet, right around there, you do still have to make some compromises with your size. So we're in the kitchen, take 2 steps to the right, and now we're in the living room.
Cozy.
Cozy, yeah. So we've got a 4-seat couch. All 4 of these recline, which is really nice. And then the TV, there's some storage above and below it in the walls here. And then the end tables off the couch also have some storage.
This is 2, so you need 2, and this might be 1. Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
like they're failing though.
It does.
So while the boys are trying to figure out this game, I do have to say I really love your windows.
I do too. That is one of my favorite parts of this whole kind of central zone area. We can open those up and see all the beautiful views around us, especially when we're boondocking. And then the back of the all of the shades have reflectix, so that helps with temperature control. And then they also have a screen that pulls up from the other side. And they magnet to each other, so you can have half and half if you want. All 4 of the bottom ones open up. Yep, and then there's 2 windows on the other side that also open up, so you can have airflow coming from both sides, which is really nice.
You jealous, Eric?
I am very jealous of those windows.
So coming out of the living room, we can move up towards the front of the RV, which brings us to the bathroom first. So this is our bathroom. We did a little bit of customization in here too with the wallpaper and peel and stick tile again. We also changed our shower curtain out of the glass ones to a Nautilus one. One of my favorite things in here, again, is similar to the kitchen, but is our kind of slide out linen closet. So we've got all of our linens and then just extra bathroom stuff, sunscreen, bug spray, all that kind of stuff in there. And then a built-in trash can underneath with some storage behind as well. And then just a regular foot flush, run-of-the-mill RV toilet. We do have a bidet on it though, which is really great.
So for a lot of people thinking about life on the road but still living in a normal house, I think that the toilet situation might be a little bit of a thing that might scare them a little bit. So was that a big transition for you?
Not for me, because I don't handle the gray or black tanks very often. That's more a Jay's domain. But I have done it, and it's really not that bad. It's a matter of hooking up a hose and opening a valve, and that's it. Other than that, in day-to-day life, I personally don't notice a difference at all. We use regular toilet paper. We have a bidet in it, just like we had in our house. We have a squatty potty, just like we had in our house. We go both number 1 and number 2 in it, and it's never been a problem. So this is our bedroom. We also, again, made some customizations in here. We put wallpaper up here, made a jewelry rack for me, and then also made the headboard and some curtains just to make it a little more homey. So we have a queen size bed. We actually took the sleep number bed that we had in our regular house and made some modifications to the bed platform to have the sleep number fully functional. But in here we've got our full dresser. This actually opens for even more storage underneath it. There's a washer dryer hookup in here that we aren't using, but it's there. Full size closet. We have more storage in here than we actually use. We've got more under the bed and on the wall and all sorts of places.
More storage than they actually use, Eric.
Must be nice.
So do the dogs sleep with you in the bed?
Yeah, so we travel with 2 very large dogs. One of them is half St. Bernard, so you can imagine how massive he is. Leo, our older one, our Labradoodle, he sleeps in the bed. Chai will stay for a few minutes, and then he's got his own bed down here that we unfold for him at night.
So I know we came kind of upstairs and we're in like the gooseneck part of the trailer. Do you have any extra storage underneath here even?
So yes, we do have a basement storage underneath where we store a lot of our stuff, our outdoor stuff, our games and everything. And below it is our generator cabinet area, which we utilize when we are boondocking and stuff. But primarily we have a shore power. We can plug into 50 amp or 30 amp shore power, and that's usually when we are staying long-term places and don't need to go out and explore about in the wild often. But we use generator from time to time.
Yeah, we've got solar on top, and how many watts? And
800 watts of solar, and we have 200 amp hours of battery.
So that actually charges up pretty well when we're boondocking. We have had, if it's 50 to 70 degrees and we aren't having to run heat or AC at all, then we haven't had to use a generator at all. If it's colder, we've had to use the generator to have some heat going. Our generator runs off of either gas or propane, so we're loaded with two 30-pound propane tanks that we can run the generator off of. Since we're a toy hauler, we also have a gas reservoir we can fill up, and the generator will pull the gas from there. We've never used that just because we haven't needed to. But the propane, when we're living connected to shore power, we only have to fill our propane every 4 or 5 months, like hardly ever. Unless we're needing to heat often, and we're not often staying in cold climates. But when we were staying over near Bryce Canyon a few weeks ago, we had to refill our propane
Almost,
technically once
yeah.
that we actually emptied it and had to refill because of the heat that we were using in a week.
Other than that, our solar actually charges our battery throughout the day, and we can use it if we don't have much greater appliances pulling large power. We can
Really only the microwave and the Ninja
Yeah.
wood fire are the only two things appliance-wise that we have to turn on the generator for, or
And then
the
your AC.
ACs. Yeah.
If you are in a very hot climate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we have one more room to show you guys. So this is our garage / our toy hauler area, but we basically don't use it for any toys.
Just these ones.
Just the dog toys, yes. And this is my workspace. I work here. And this is her workspace, and she has all the swing equipments and the cricket stuff that is stored up in our loft there.
Yeah, so I have quilting stuff that's stored in our basement, and my machine is in our bedroom in my closet, and then I have a few more things up in our upstairs loft storage.
Quilting is a hobby that requires some space.
It is, yeah.
A lot of
It's
space.
Quilting, cricket stuff, and crochet stuff, so it's more than one hobby, but it does take up a lot of space. That was the biggest reason we chose something that had storage like this, and that had a workspace area like this, so that he would have a dedicated workspace for his work and his hobby also, because I'm not the only one with hobbies.
Yeah.
Of
I do
gaming.
game a lot. So.
So can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do for work and like how you're able to live on the road?
Yeah, I am a travel nurse, so I do 3-month contracts. When we're staying somewhere during one of my contracts, we're at an RV park with full hookups and whatnot, and then in between we're now starting to kind of get into this boondocking deal in between my contracts to take some time off in the middle and see lots more places.
I'm in IT, and I work as a technical consultant for Health Edge, a company, and I've been assisting them with their clients to get a new software built up. So a lot of tech stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you only really need good internet for that?
Yes, and luckily we have our Starlink set up as well as our T-Mobile hub, which has been super grateful in areas where there is not much good network.
Man, having different rooms, that is a little different than our setup. How long are you guys overall?
Front to back, we're 45 feet, just over 45 feet. The
45
garage
feet,
itself is 16 feet.
Jeez, 16 feet. So for you guys at home, our trailer is 14 feet with a 2-foot V-nose. So that's as long as our entire interior part of the trailer. And it's V-nose in that. So this is as big as our entire trailer. And it looks like you guys even have a guest bed situation up here?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. Yeah, so the Brinkley came with the bed on the top, and then it actually had couches down below.
Instead of the desks.
We removed the couches and put the desks in just so that we had that more functional workspace. But the bed does still come down on a Happy Jack system. It's a full-size queen bed. And we took the spacer blocks out so it can actually come all the way to the floor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
wait till you guys see our guest bed.
We'd love to. Probably I might stay with it.
You'll have to fight Tinkerbell for that. So 45 feet in total. How easy is it to tow this thing around?
Well, coming from a place where I used to drive just a car and not even like a pickup truck, it's a pretty big deal. It was pretty nerve-wracking at first because I was scared of almost everything and hitting anything on the road. But I've grown into it and it's eased a little bit, especially with backing it in. So it's been pretty good.
Yeah, that practice, it comes quick. It's a quick learning curve, but you just do it pretty easily. And I mean, ours is really easy. It's so small, but I imagine that this was a pretty hard learning curve.
It was a pretty hard learning curve, and I also realized like bumper pull is way different than fifth wheel pulling because I did that with the horse trailer when we had it once, and that was also like a totally different maneuver. So yes, I can completely agree with your style of towing too. So
we also, once we got it, we took the truck and the RV to nearby huge parking lots and practiced, and so we both tow it now, and we do totally fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Our gross weight, the RV is just over 17,000 if we're empty.
17,500,
if we're fully loaded, we're at 22,500 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A little bit heavier than us.
A little bit heavier.
Plus, 1,000 pounds also goes to the freshwater tank too.
Well, that's included in the 22.
In that 22, yeah. Our wet. I mean, how big did you say the water was?
150 gallons.
Woo! Man, that's that's nearly 4 times what we have.
What do you use to tow it?
We have a Ford F450 dually. It's about the biggest truck you can get before moving up to a semi.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much.
yeah, it's huge for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys, for the tour. We love seeing your rig and seeing how it fits your lifestyle and how you guys travel and everything. We appreciate you taking us along for that.
Absolutely.
But are you guys ready to see the discount version of the luxury brand?
Let's do
I'm
it.
very curious about it.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So welcome to our humble abode, and with how small it is, are you impressed that we've lasted for 2.5 years in something this size?
I'm impressed.
I am definitely impressed. This is obviously a little bit less roomier than ours, and I am impressed that 2.5 years on the road full time. I'm actually like, I can't even fathom doing that. So yeah.
Like how we live is considered tiny living to the general population, but when we compare how we live to how you live, it seems like
I am
we're
humbled.
living like,
I am
like
humbled.
this is tiny living. We are not tiny living.
Yeah.
You guys are doing better than the average American, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, toot your own horn on that one. Yeah, we're a little bit on the crazy side going tiny like this, so.
Yeah, so our square footage in here is 104.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about a fourth of the size of you
fourth,
guys,
yeah.
right?
Size. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That is impressive. That's really impressive. And you fit in a living room, a bedroom, a kitchen, and a bathroom in this. So that is.
It's all in the same space,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
technically you are correct.
It's 1.5 rooms, but
So
this little half room right here. All right, I'll start you off in the Beanos here and we'll work our way back. So we do have a full bathroom. It is the shower and the toilet separate. Not that we're using both at the same time very often, but It is available that way, and it's a full tile shower, and we can stand up in there. It is a little bit tight because of the drain. We had to like lift it up just a little bit, and we don't have a ton of headspace, but it works pretty well.
Yeah.
And
It's got wood floor in there and everything.
Yeah, the teak platform is really nice. It's comfy on the feet, and it hasn't messed up with all the water. So, and then we have hooks for all of our storage more storage, just trying to utilize the space, jackets hanging and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then it's a composting toilet, which I'm sure is a lot different than you guys'
Little
black
bit,
tank
yep.
situation. And then just standard medicine cabinet to fit typical bathroom stuff in there.
Sure.
Shoe rack just to maximize, because we had to figure out a place to put the shoes.
Yep. Perfect.
You guys got them right underneath the
under our stairs. Yeah.
That's super convenient for you guys.
Yeah.
We didn't have that option.
Yeah. So your bathroom and your mudroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
That's exactly what this is.
Cool. Very efficient.
Yeah.
So how does the shower size compare to yours?
Actually, I don't think the shower is too much of a different size. Depth-wise, it's the same. Yours might actually be a little bit deeper. If the V of your nose wasn't cutting off kind of the front or the width, and yours was the full kind of this way.
Yeah, if the V nose didn't diagonal across, it would be the same like rectangular
then it would
size.
be pretty close to the same size, actually.
Yeah.
And you have tile. We don't have tile.
Yeah. I do like the tile, but it was not fun to
I
install.
bet, especially in all these angles.
Very customized,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah, I like it. And we've got the same, like a little removable shower head like that too. So
They're useful in the
Military style showers.
Yeah.
in, like tinier spaces.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gives it a little more multi-use too.
Mm-hmm. So it's a small kitchen, but a mighty kitchen, I'll say, because you really have everything like available to you.
Okay.
So we have like basic spices that are used for everything, and then any of the more specialty spices, some that I got from your recommendations, I have down here, and a little bit of storage. This does pull out, so I can actually pull that out a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's my pantry. Not as glorious as your guys'
Slightly
pantry.
smaller, but we do have a little extra pantry storage up in the car carrier.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we do have some non-perishable perishable foods up there.
Yeah.
Do you have any food in these cabinets also?
So yeah, we do have a little bit of extra food storage we keep up here in these cabinets. So bread, some ramen up on this side. We'll throw some chips up here, some more of the cooking things, and a couple appliances like the blenders here. But we have all modular kitchen appliances.
Nice.
So instead of the oven, we have the air fryer. We have the
Oh,
Instant
yeah,
Pot for
that's
slow
smart.
cooking, and we can use that as another pot. We have a cooktop, an induction cooktop,
Yeah.
so we have the pans and pots here for that. And so it does everything that we need to in here, and it all runs on electric, which is the other part that we love. We were able to build a nice big solar component to run it all. The only thing that we use that's not solar is our Blackstone propane.
How
What
much?
do you hook into to use the Blackstone?
So we just have the little 1 pound propane tanks.
Oh, okay.
And that'll run it, and
Right.
you can find those
That's
anywhere.
not electric anyway.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much solar is on your rig?
So we have 990 watts of solar. It's
That's more than ours.
Yeah, it's a big system, especially for something so small. We don't have to have run 3 different ACs. We have the one AC.
Yeah.
So it really does the job, and then we have 800 amp hours of battery.
Oh wow, that is way more. Than
And
we
that's,
Yeah.
I think that's the big difference between the charge up for you guys is that you will drain down pretty quickly.
We do.
Yeah.
So you have a hard time going for multiple days if you don't have good solar on one of the days or something like that.
For sure.
I really like how you set up your paper towel rack and your shades and everything.
Yeah, so the natural light coming in here is nice, plus the vent for all of the cooking is nice to have the window there. And it makes for a nice view while I cook. We'll admit that.
But we're envious of all the windows that you guys have.
The window situation here is a bleak one compared to your guys. You guys got the bay window set up. You guys can see everything. We are in a bit of a sardine can in here.
So one thing that you would redo anything would be windows, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so there's a couple of small things, nothing major, but definitely the window situation.
Gotcha.
We would have more windows somehow in here to have a better view around. We do get out of the trailer a lot and have the back, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not the same as having the windows
windows.
built in. It's that you guys definitely
Yeah.
are way better than us on.
But I do love your backside, which we'll obviously get to later.
Yeah.
I'm also impressed with your cabinets. Like, you're not even utilizing all the space you have.
No,
Which
it's
is amazing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room in there, but you know, as we travel, like it stacks in there.
It sometimes
Sure.
gets very full.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, it goes through stages of being full or less full.
Less,
Right
yeah.
now we have a little less bread, so that's not stacked full.
Yeah.
But
So this is all your dry food storage. What about your cold food storage?
it's a little smaller than your guys.
Okay.
So this is it.
Okay.
This is all we got.
All right.
Oh, wow.
That's like our outside fridge,
Yep.
our mini fridge.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It's 2 shoe boxes of a fridge and a half a shoe box for the freezer.
But you make it work.
We do, and you know we had to make compromises somewhere when we go
Did you
this
cut
small.
your egg box?
I did.
You really make it work.
Yeah,
Very
exactly,
nice.
exactly.
Wow,
So
that is impressive.
once we use up a couple eggs, I can start ripping it away and making more room in there for other
Nice.
stuff. And yeah, so we make it work, and that was a compromise we felt comfortable with because
Yeah.
with the extra vehicle and having a trailer versus like a van build that would be small like this, you actually can go to the grocery store
Sure.
more frequently, so
Yeah.
it helps.
So that was the kitchen area. Now talk about a little bit about the other space.
So I'll let Senta cover the back half of the trailer since I got the bathroom and the kitchen.
Okay, so you were joking earlier how it was a short walk from the kitchen to the living room.
Uh-huh.
Well, guess what? We're right here.
Here we are.
Yes.
I can see that.
So we don't have a real living room area, so we don't have a real couch. We do have the seat bench right here.
Okay.
We can actually pull that out, and then you can actually fit 2 people there. And with the maple cave here in the back, you can technically make it a guest bed.
Okay.
It is maybe not as nice as your queen size
Sure.
bed, but it is
It's a guest bed,
functional.
yeah.
Yes. So bench right here, then we have a bench here on the other side, and then we have a pull-out table right here.
Oh, awesome.
So,
and
the
you got a
pull-out-
button latch on there?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's like a latch that kind of locks.
Okay.
So that's how we can like safely go down the road, and then obviously like the table pulls out like a decent amount. So it is like kind of an extension of the counter space in the kitchen, but it's also, you know, like Eric's workspace,
Okay.
and if we play any games or whatsoever, like that's what we're doing on here if we're not outside.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you, Eric, you put your editing and everything on what you do for social media on this
Yep,
area.
yeah, I stay down there, I sit on the bench, and the table pulls out, and I have my laptop set up, and Senta has her work area up here.
And this can support good weight and everything.
Yeah, this is on a 500-pound drawer slides.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very stable, as you can see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That's great. Do you usually eat dinner here too?
Most of the time, Eric will sit down there and eat dinner, and I will be up on the bed.
Okay.
And I actually use
Ah,
our
that's smart.
block here, and I put that usually right here,
Nice.
and that's where I eat.
Okay.
We do sometimes eat both down here, but like on an everyday basis, you know, practicality wise,
Yeah, yeah.
usually it's him down there and me up there,
Sure.
or we're like outside on our outdoor table.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you this before we proceed. You asked me earlier that how did you adjust to this lifestyle? I gotta ask the same. How did you adjust to this lifestyle?
So, I think that we put a lot of thought into how we built this trailer. Like,
Gotcha.
how would we use the space? And, you know, like making sure that it is very functional.
Yeah.
So, I think that, like, the space, like, reduction really wasn't that big of a deal. I think the biggest adjustment for me personally was I'm very much a planner.
Yeah.
I like to know what's going on. And I think you learn pretty quickly on the road that your plans rarely ever work out how you've imagined them. You like have to be just a little bit more flexible in that approach, and have to, like, you know, sometimes just like take life as it comes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if like things, you know, like don't go the way that you want them to, or like the inevitable thing breaks,
Yeah.
I think it is just important to kind of have a positive attitude. And I think that was like the biggest adjustment for me. But I think it also helped me to like grow, you know, on a personal level, to kind of like take those
Yeah.
things with more stride and let them, like, you know, not affect me as much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, because we're very similar personalities,
I was
and
just
I feel
gonna
like
say I think I know somebody similar.
yeah, the type A-ness planning, wanting things to go according to the plan you make. I can relate to all of that, and I can also relate a lot to having to flex and adapt because this is the lifestyle we chose. But then in the same breath, I can have a lot of appreciation for how that has pushed me personally to be more chill than I was before.
So, but yeah, this is also our entire closet area and like storage area. So each of us has one of these drawers. So this is Eric's drawer. This is my drawer.
Okay.
And then we share a drawer for socks and underwear.
Okay.
Wow, very organized.
You have to be. There is no way around it. And then we have like our cutlery and like plates and stuff like that in there. And then the bottom one is just like miscellaneous for like electronics, like cords and stuff like that. Some stuff for the dogs. They're like heartworm prevention and stuff like that. And then like this one here is our snack drawer.
That's the most important one. That's the most important one.
And then we have one very large drawer up here that goes like all the way like to the back.
Okay.
And that's also like some miscellaneous storage. So we have the induction cooktop here. Have a little bit more clothes. Then like some books, national park books, our games.
Nice.
Some like, you know, stuff like laptop cords, and like our camera gear is partially in here.
Okay.
And yeah.
That does go all the way back.
Yeah.
Yep, that
Very
goes
efficient
all
use
the
of
way
space.
back, yeah. And yeah, the way that you guys, you know, talked about like how you had a lot of hidden storage, so we did try to like have additional storage wherever we could.
Nice.
But you know, for example, here having it inside the door, and then we added like a couple of wall shelves and stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice.
So could you imagine to downsize to that small of space? Because I was very impressed with like how much storage you actually have in your rig.
Yeah.
I think we could downsize. I think we could downsize to this small. I don't think we would choose to.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I always had like this thought of like if we do this, I kind of want to look into a truck camper and everything, but that is from a perspective of, you know, it would be easier to go to more places that you cannot do with this rig, and like yeah, that would be the main purpose of it if we did ever minimize ourselves. But yeah, I don't know if this minimal living can be achieved by us, because this requires a lot of.
I think we could. I don't think I'd want to.
I actually think you guys could too.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, like in the end, like it's the same process. You just have to like make decisions about, you know, like the things that you want to keep and the things that you don't want to keep.
Our hobbies would not be able to come with us.
Right.
and-
Yeah.
So this area right here is a multifunctional area. So
Okay.
right now it's in kitchen mode, so we have the additional counter space. And then it's not quite as elegant as your solution, but we can also like flip this up, and then we have extra storage right here. So right now we have our air fryer here because this is a pretty good storage area for it. But we can just take this away, and then we have an additional seat right here.
Nice.
And then we have right here our dirty laundry.
Wow.
So this is our laundry chute, and we're actually very, very happy with that. So as we were planning how to build the trailer, one of the things that came up constantly in like the van life tours that we like watched, people didn't really have a space for their dirty laundry.
Got it.
It would just be like somewhere in like their living area.
Okay.
And so we realized like we really wanted to have a dedicated space for the dirty laundry, where it's out of the way. We don't have to worry about it, you know, it's not gonna get any smells or whatsoever. And so this is basically just a like laundry bag.
Okay.
It velcros in right here with some velcro, and then it sits on top of our freshwater tank.
Oh.
And so then if we want to like take it to the laundromat, we just take this entire thing and get it out.
Oh, that's
so
nifty.
smart. Very
And
smart.
I
then
think we need to have a laundry chute.
Kudos to you guys on that. If you often fill that, I can't imagine all your clothes actually fill that bag.
with the bedding, it definitely
with the
does.
bedding,
Yes.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
How often do you guys do laundry?
Once a week.
Okay.
Once a week. Okay. That's not bad.
Do you run out of clothes by that point, or no?
We actually don't.
Okay.
usually it's the bedding needs to be done every week with these girls making it dirty.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, well, time to do the bed, might as well do whatever laundry we got.
So I got to know Eric works here. What about you? Where do you work?
So my office is up on the bed.
Okay.
And I'll show you how it works. So give me a second. Okay, so this is my office. So obviously this is also our bed.
Interesting.
And so you might be interested to know that this is a king size bed.
That's
Oh, wow.
amazing. Bigger than ours.
It is bigger than your guys's. It is because Tinkerbell sleeps with us in the bed and she spreads out quite a bit.
Got
Maple
it.
is usually down in the
In her
cave,
cave.
and that's where she sleeps.
And
Okay.
who hogs the AC most?
Maple.
Okay.
If the AC
Gotcha.
if the AC is on, then Maple will be right in front of the AC and she will like take up all the cold air.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But most of the time we honestly don't run the AC because like we have really nice like cross breeze with like
Okay.
the windows that we have and then like the fan that is right up here over the
Nice.
bed. So but yeah, so how it works with my office is I have a lap desk. So the lap desk is right here. So tiny little lap desk, and then I get positioned here. I have 2 pillows,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that basically, you know, like supports my back. And then as you can see, we measured exactly how tall it needed to be for me to be able to work. So lap desk looks like this. It is definitely better than a commute, and if I don't have any Teams video calls, then I can actually work in my PJs.
Oh, nice.
So, and then I have actually like my laptop and everything right
Oh,
here. So I just grab that from here.
Okay.
So this is my work laptop.
Okay.
And then I have a little mouse pad, and then I have my mouse and my cord right in here.
Nice.
So I can plug in right here,
Okay.
and then I work here.
All within hand's reach.
I have everything kind of set up right here, and then like I have a fake background on my like Teams calls, so no, like none of my coworkers
Yeah,
or customers or whoever actually can tell that I'm in an RV.
That is really good. I was just curious too. Like, does your back hurt while sitting on the bed a lot or not?
Yeah, so it's actually like the way I have it, like my back is pretty straight.
Okay.
And so then like I usually also make sure that I'm like pretty straight up.
Gotcha.
And then when it's like really nice outside, like I might work outside on
Oh,
the
nice.
table there, but that doesn't happen like that often
Okay.
because if I have Zoom calls, I can't work outside because the wind
The wind noise.
is
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like it looks like you're
Unprofessional
doing
too,
like a
yeah.
Celine Dion like music video. So yours is definitely nicer than mine.
Yeah, I would. Yes, but
It's different.
it is different. But I do love the view that you have there when the deck is open while you're working. It
Yep.
definitely changes up a lot.
I do have a great view, as do you, but yeah. But also my work, you know, like you're in IT, like
Yeah.
having multiple screens is probably
Yes.
more important.
Yeah.
I'm in sales, so like most of the things that I do
Right,
is, you
right,
know, like answering emails, like, you know, doing like some like minor analytics, so I can work with just
Yeah.
my laptop. I was thinking about getting like another like extra screen that you can attach to
Yeah.
your laptop,
Yeah.
but I haven't really had the need for it, so I
Yeah.
haven't really like gone for
Yeah.
it yet.
Yeah. And what else do you keep up there? You guys have some storage up here and a DIY headboard.
Yeah, so this is our headboard.
Nice.
So it's basically just the same as the cushion down
Okay.
there. It was actually a happy accident because when you sew cushions, you basically have like a little formula that you follow on how to like cut the fabric, and I confused my X and my Y.
Okay.
Okay.
And so then it came out in like a size that I didn't mean,
Okay.
but it like happens to be like, you know, almost
Yeah,
like
it works
perfect
perfectly.
as like the headboard. So we actually really like it that we have the headboard here. And then we have some extra small storage right here, just over the bed for our waters. We have a fan there, and like some tissues. And then we have like individual reading lamps
Oh,
right
nice.
here.
Oh, that's cool.
That we use, you know, like when we're up in bed and like read and stuff like that.
That's why you were asking about if you do read something in the bed, which we are not accustomed to at all.
No.
That makes sense now.
So this
Love
is
it.
office and bedroom. And Eric's gonna show you a little bit of the outside, I think.
So there's not much to the outside. Most of it is here in the tongue area.
Okay.
And this is just our old vent from our old toilet, so this doesn't do anything for us anymore, but
Okay.
better to just leave it there as a plug than to try and remove it and make it look good. The other thing we have is this vent over here, so it's two-sided, so there's an outside vent and an inside vent cap. And so when we open them both up, it is just a hole right into the bottom of the bathroom. And we can hook up our diesel heater hose. So the diesel heater is in there right now, but we bring it out. It sits right here. The plug for the air conditioner it's a 120 AC. It runs on 120 volt. We have an adapter, so our diesel heater also runs on that. So they both plug in over here, and then it'll just fire the hot air straight into the V-nose across the cold floor, and hot air will rise, and it warms up the whole trailer pretty well, actually.
Nice.
Wow.
So that's what that is, and then obviously, so this is our AC.
Okay.
So this is the outside unit. It's just a residential mini split, but it runs on 120 instead of like a lot of residentials will run on 230.
Right.
So it runs just right off of our inverter, and because it's such a small one unit, really only runs maybe 750 watts if it's really cranking hard, and usually it's more like 300 watts when it's just barely running and just doing its thing. So it's pretty efficient, and since it's so small, it can handle it.
Cools up the room for like how much?
Super fast. You know, if it's like high 80s, 90s, and we realize like, oh man, it's really hot, we should just close up and put the AC on. Within 10 minutes of it running, it feels really good in there.
Plus, I also see that you have the Fiamma awnings too.
Yeah. So that's a newer addition. We definitely added that on later. We tried a bunch of other different ones, and this is so nice. It just cranks out so easily, gives us a great outdoor space to use. And if it is too windy, which is the big problem with most awnings, I'm sure you guys know, like wind will make you have to put it in right away, and it's so easy to put up that we actually do use this one, which is great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And and then we obviously have the car with all the storage, so spare battery that we have a couple extra solar panels for, so if we're in like wooded areas, we don't have to worry about that being covered as much. We can have a little extra power, or in the winter time when it's just like low sun, we can recharge a lot.
How much does that battery bank store? Or
this is another 80 amp hours at 12 volts, something like that. And then I got my tools, extra jerry can for water, so we have a 42-gallon water that's good for maybe 10 days is probably if we're being pretty conservative about it. So this is, that's at about 4 gallons a day is our usage. So this is a day and a half worth. If I'm out running errands, I can always fill it up and pretty much stay off grid indefinitely when we're filling up in town and stuff.
Awesome. Well, this is wonderful. I love your guys' setup.
Yeah, thanks for the tour.
Happy to have you in and have you along.
Ajay, you're cooking for us, is that correct?
Yes, I am, and it's gonna be something special.
Guten appetit, everyone.
Yes.
It only took a couple months for us to be like, when you think of home, what do you think of? And this is what came to mind, and this is what feels like home.
Mm-hmm.
It really, truly fits our lifestyle so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like there is nothing that I would change about our design,
The actual layout,
on the inside, our layout or whatsoever. I think it's the perfect use of the space for our needs.
Yeah.
It's also just very fulfilling because we built this.
We did build it.
We built this. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I think I would like to end the video with some practical advice for anyone watching this who might want to do life on the road.
I would first say do it. We have no regrets. If you're here, I'm assuming you're already down the rabbit hole of doing research, but continue doing research and try to figure out exactly what it is you want and you need, what things in your lifestyle you want to prioritize, if you want to be at parks more, if you want to be off grid more.
There's 1,000,001 different ways to do this, and I hope that this video really showcased that the big rig isn't better than the small rig, and the small rig isn't better than the big rig.
Right.
They are just different.
Get to experience the world in a different way, and you will be humbled. So I would suggest, yes, that's definitely a decision that everybody should be able to at least look into once.
If someone wants to follow you, where can they find you?
So we are on all social media, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Chunky Bean Chapati.
Perfect. And as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us. But do us a favor and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and that bell for all the notifications and updates. And we will see you guys next time.
Oh,
12 for everyone. All right. Let's go.
You can do two 12s. Did you see that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can get the blue and the green. Look at that.
Sweet. Done.